So right now we are in Virgin Valley, near Mesquite, and we're kind of doing a short road trip of sorts. Just drove from Las Vegas, Nevada, heading east into Utah. Right now we're in the small sliver that is the Arizona side. And it's currently April right now, so there should be a bloom happening pretty soon. You can already see some flowers blooming here. But all the other plants are green, so they are ready to bloom, so probably sometime in May there will be a super bloom out here. But this is the Virgin River. So like I said, we're driving from Las Vegas. We're near, or pretty much in Mesquite right now. In Arizona for a little bit. And then this is the Virgin River. Currently dry, at least at this portion right here, from what I can tell. Well, actually, way off in the distance there's the river. So I guess everything else here is just when the river really overflows. All right, and right now, walking onto the bridge, onto the Frainer Memorial Bridge. Here's a better shot of the river, the Virgin River itself. Now you can really see the birds flying around here. There might be a nest probably over here somewhere that the birds hang out. But this is the Virgin River that supplies water for some of the neighboring towns and slightly smaller cities out here. So right now we are over near Gunlock, Utah, and we've decided to make a stop where you can see the Gunlock Falls. So right over here we have some river. Pretty sure it's the Virgin River. So you just have a body of water right here. And then over in the distance, we have the waterfalls called the Gunlock Falls here in Utah. Looks really nice. We have all the green surrounding it and all the red rocks as well. And then right in the middle, you just have the falls.
I want to walk over there though.
Yeah. We might be able to walk.
Huh?
We might be able to walk.
I think so. I think so.
But there's definitely a lot of people parked on the side of the road. Yeah, look at all the
people over there, man.
Oh, you can even hike up to it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I mean, we probably got to pay to get in there, but...
Yeah, so I guess, I can see all the people from using the camcorder. So there's a trail that goes up to the top. Kind of reminds me of Yellowstone a little bit. Just a little bit smaller, but yeah, it's really cool.
It's just kind of cool because the water's going every which direction, man. Oh, there.
Yeah, and it just all comes down and forms this river right here. So yeah, hopefully we can get a closer shot of that. So
Yeah.
and then facing the opposite direction from the Gunlock Falls, we just have all of this greenery here in the desert. So we are in Utah right now, and Utah it's still a little bit of a desert, but definitely much greener than how it is in Las Vegas and in Southern California, like when I went to Prim in one of my other videos. And there's a lot of snow still left, so there's some mountain peaks right there. And as part of a montage that I'm doing from when we're driving, I have some images of some additional mountain ranges that are covered with snow and red rocks. And right over here we just have the river system again, just more in the greenery and the lush vegetation that's going on here. Definitely a sight you wouldn't think you'd see in the desert, but here in Utah you get to see something like this, and it's truly amazing. There's a lot of people here. Like I already showed near the falls, just the trail of people. You can hike up there. And then way over here, the road kind of snakes around, but the parking lot at the base of the trail, I'm guessing, is just packed with people. People parked on the side of the road. That's the main parking lot way over there, just filled to the brim. I never knew about this place. We just kind of found it. We heard of Gunlock and decided to check it out, so I'm glad that we did. So hopefully we can get close to the falls way over there, but using the camcorder I can get a pretty clean shot of it. But it'll be cool to actually kind of be where those people are at right now and just get some photos, video, and just, you know, experience the awesome power of nature, you know. And now we are making the short hike over to the Gunlock Falls. And just a little bit of a closer shot, so we're about halfway from where we parked the car and then halfway to the waterfalls themselves. And then over that ridge is the reservoir. So yeah, looks like the trail just kind of goes up here and down to the trees right there, and then you just follow it up into the rocks right there and along the falls.
Dad said he's gonna have to interview.
I don't know what kind of trees these are. I don't know if they're cottonwood trees. Recreating on the rocks in this area is dangerous, especially when water is present. It definitely seems like we're breaking the rules today.
Living on the edge.
But yeah, the trail goes through here and a little bit of a small bridge and a stream. That's like a small trickle.
Yeah, like those people when you type.
It looks like you do have to pay a small fee to enter. So it's a state park. Alright, so you do have to pay a fee. I think it's like $10 for regular people, discount for seniors, but for military you do get to get into state parks for free. So we shall continue.
I bet they're making like 10 years worth
This
of...
was like a electrical box over there making a high-pitched wail or some kind of pumping station, not sure. But we're pretty much at the base of those rocks that we saw way off in the distance. It's some interesting formations. Got some like honeycomb formations right there and all through here. And then the rocks have a distinct red color to them, as well as the ground here, the sand. And I guess this is what kind of is like a trail. So we're gonna meander through these rocks here, make our way to the top of the reservoir and see not only the reservoir itself, but of course the waterfall. And this is definitely a popular spot. Have a lot of people here today. Just gotta watch your footing here. Getting closer to the top. It's getting a little steeper, but get more greenery. Yeah. I guess some people have decided to go for a plunge. Yeah, we got more greenery here. Starting to get a little steeper.
There are people in bathing suits here.
Yeah.
They've been swimming. Yeah.
All right, we are just about at the top. Yeah. Definitely know you're close when you can hear the rushing water. So, looks like we are here. And this is the view right here that everybody hikes up for. So right on the crescent right there, of the ridge, is the reservoir. And then all through here is, of course, the water flow. So it goes all the way from the top right there, goes on down through here, kind of pools up there, and then flows and flows and flows all the way down over there. And the parking lot that we came from, way over there behind that tree. So it's a short little hike just because it is popular today, but definitely worth it. And you can see on the ridge right there, there's a Jeep somehow got up there. And then next to the Jeep just got people splashing around the river. So I guess you can actually swim up here, but didn't bring any clothing for that, so I'm not going to be swimming around, splashing around, but it is still a cool sight to see. So we're gonna walk a little closer. All right, and this is it right here, right next to the flowing water. So I don't know if you can hear me over the roar of the river, but this is a really cool sight to see. You got multiple streams coming down right here. Count about 3. There's like a third one way over there. And that's kind of when you see a pooling of the water right there, carving into the rocks, kind of going over it. And this stream flows down and goes over the edge right over there. And then it flows down that river way off in the distance. That's where you kind of see where we were at before, where it starts pulling up. So this is the waterfall here, and I guess if you go up, follow the trail up further, you can actually get to the brim, where we can see those people at right now. And over that ridge, over that brim, that's where the actual body of water is at, that all this runoff is coming from. And with all the rains we've been having, it's just overflowing, so that's why this waterfall is here right now. And now we are gonna hike the rest of the trail to go to the top where the reservoir is located. All right, and this is the trail here that will take us to the reservoir. Looks like we got some park rangers up there, kind of surveying the area. It's right here, just a little further up. Got some mist, some waterfall spray going on. Get a shot from over here. You can kind of see where the water is flowing from. So we're going to try to hike up there, but this is the top of the waterfall right here. Getting a little bit of water spray, so hopefully the lens doesn't get messed up, but yeah. And we're continuing up, almost to the top of where the reservoir is located. This is where the waterfall comes out from. This expansive reservoir here. We got people that are out on the rocks. So right here, it's a river, and then it kind of cascades over the edge right there, becomes that waterfall that we were just at. Got some heavy equipment out here for whatever reason. Not sure what they would use that for. And then just a smaller waterfall, not as cool as the one we were just at, but there nonetheless, probably to slow down the flow of the water. I think out there might be a boat. Yeah, it looks like a small boat parked out there. All right, now we're kind of away from most of the people, but this is the reservoir here. And it looks like there's even people either kayaking or they are canoeing way out in the middle of the lake. So there goes that boat that I showed earlier. It's a little windy, so I'm going to try to block out the wind on the microphone. Park right there, and then got a buoy. And then we got some kayakers or canoers way out in the middle of this reservoir. Definitely a popular spot. The day is beautiful, and with all the rains, like I've been saying, this reservoir is at capacity. It's the whole reason why there's the waterfalls going on right now. And the trail kind of goes around the whole reservoir here. One final shot of the waterfalls. So I think pretty soon we're going to start heading back down.
Ranger said the weir's only been overtopped 4 times in the past 20 years.
Oh wow. So this is one of the 4th times then?
Yep.
There would be usually where the reservoir stops, but today with all the rains it's definitely overflowing. Goes down way over here and we get this spectacular waterfall action going on here. maybe a little bit of snow melt too, since the mountains have some snow on them. All right, now we're hiking back down. It's a little windy, so I'm gonna cover the microphone. But usually the way down is a lot easier than coming up. But this is the view of the trail from on top here. And then we're gonna make one last stop at the top of the waterfalls, because this is definitely a very photogenic spot, especially with the waterfall here. And then you have beautiful mountains in the back and all of the greenery in the background as well. Get one last shot of that as well. And the road back there is the road we took to get in. We might circle back around, or we might just follow the road. And then just kind of see where it leads us.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, man. Yeah.
And there goes the second half of the trail here. Another top-down view of that. We're gonna make our way to the parking lot way in the distance out there. That's probably the car too. All right, and we're back out on the road again.
Get up there
and way back there
little girl, flip-flops, and
are the
you're like,
waterfalls that we were just at.
got that hole.
So we're just gonna make this short little trek back to the vehicle and just kind of see where we go from here. Alright, this is Dixie National Forest, and this right here is a body of water reservoir. And then we have in the distance the snowpack. And then behind me we have some more snow. Most of it's starting to melt now. And then another view of the lake from way back here. So this is the kind of like parking lot loop area that you can come up and park your car. There's a couple people fishing already, and it definitely is a nice day to go fishing. And this is the upper portion of the reservoir, and usually it's been pretty dry, but now it's at max capacity. And we drove past it on the way up here, but on the lower portion of the reservoir there's actually a bit of overflow, and there's a lot of people parked to the side, so maybe we'll be able to stop by and check that out. So camping permitted, so this is an area you can go camping. We see a couple people camping already. And this is just the map that's showing the whole reservoir, so obviously it says we're right here. So this is the upper reservoir. This is the largest portion of the whole reservoir. That's what I've been showing. And then we came up through here, past this road, and through about somewhere over here there's overflow. So it's pretty much like a waterfall, so we can check that out. And then of course the lower reservoir is this portion right here. It's a nice little recreation spot. It says you can have ATVs, camping, fishing, of course. And then out here, I guess there's even some eagles. So we have bald eagles and golden eagles. Haven't seen any so far, but here's just some information on the bald eagles here. And then some information on the golden eagles over here. And it looks like that's it for those signs. But here's another view of the reservoir. Just really nice, looks super cool with the snow in the distance. So this reservoir fills up from rain, but also from the snow melt. And right now it's April of 2023. So it's starting to warm up a little bit. And all the snow is of course melting, so it's going to run off. And just saw a car go through a bit of some water that's going on the road there. And it's pretty quiet today. It's just a little windy, so I'm blocking the mic. Hopefully the audio comes out good. And then just walking down a little bit closer to the water's edge here. It's not really a trail per se to get down here, but there's some water flow entrenchments here. So just kind of following that. But this is the water's edge right here. So this is kind of what the reservoir looks like from about water level. Sounds like there's a boat out there. I'm going to see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, there's definitely a boat. So there they go, doing whatever it is that they're doing, probably fishing. So there goes the boat that I saw earlier. First it was way out there, but looks like it's starting to come back in. Maybe they're gonna dock, but there's the boat. Yeah, it looks like they're pulling in. I wonder how they got it into the water.
I don't know.
Doesn't look like there's a, maybe over there.
Oh, right there. There
yeah.
it is right there.
It's like a little, oh, the launch, yeah.
Yeah, there's a launch right there.
So yeah, definitely looks like they're starting to pull in.
Yeah, there's a...
I don't know if I'm, there you go, there goes the drone. So we got some aerial footage.
Oh, now he's just showing off.
And there we go. And there goes the drone. So now we're at the other end of the lake, so we were over there. That's where I checked out the sign. And then right here is the spillway. All the water coming through here. And as you can see, it's also kind of like a road. So we got cars coming through, we got a truck coming through right now. And we had another one coming through over there. So you can come through here if you have the proper drive to do so. Just don't get swept away. It's an up close shot. So all the water, so this reservoir is definitely overflowing. So that's why it's going through this overflow right here. And then having crossed the street here, this is a small little river, kind of like a waterfall too. Almost like what we just saw earlier at Gunlock. So we have some water coming through underneath whatever this thing is. It's like some kind of berm. Water flows through. And then we got a bit of a fenced off area here so that people don't wander too far off and end up being swept away. So I'm pretty much in the water right now, but I'm making sure to stay on anything dry so that way I don't get swept away. But getting a lower shot here, this is what it looks like from ground level. We got another vehicle coming through. We got ATV coming through right there. Got a couple more cars coming through. Alright, so we're about to head out. So this is the road that we took to come in. You can kind of see that SUV over there heading down the road. So we came up through this road, and then that's what took us way over there. And then now, this is what we passed initially. This is the lower reservoir that was shown on the map. And this is probably the larger of the overflow. So all the water is coming through here, cascades down, goes another cascade, and it goes down and kind of flows through this, it's kind of like a canyon, but much smaller. And then down over here, there's like another lower parking lot. If you have an ATV or off-roading vehicle, you can come down here, go kind of up to the bed of the river. All right, this is another view from a little bit lower down. I'm pretty much right on the edge, so I'm not going to get too much closer, but that's the overflow right there. Goes from that reservoir, and it's pretty powerful. And I guess there's even a door way down there for whatever reason. I guess that might be for maintenance or access to the reservoir dam or wall or whatever you want to call this. And there's even a little bit of a trickle going on over there. But that right there is right on the edge, and the water goes over and flows out through that river. And it looks like there's some water also bubbling up kind of underneath where that door is at. Got a spot there, got another spot there, and it just flows through. So this is a lot of water. This reservoir truly is at max capacity. So this isn't a very common sight here in the Southwest, but we've had so much rain that we just have all this extra water flowing through. And just get one final shot of the reservoir, the lower portion of it with the snow-capped mountains in the back. And all of this water flowing through. But this is truly a beautiful sight right here.